making a healthy version of banana bread. So this time we're going to be using ingredients that I never even heard of before. I didn't even know they existed. I have a good friend who is a doctor, and she has been following the vegan slash plant-based lifestyle and has made healthier choices in her nutrition and in her diet and in her cooking, and I'm so thankful that she shared it with me, so I get to share it with you. Things like arrowroot starch. I don't know what it is. I'm going to look it up and tell you about it later. Cooking with almond flour. Using coconut sugar as another source of sugar. So, didn't even know that existed. For like the longest time, I've been using processed white granulated sugar. And then I switched over to brown sugar because I thought that was better. And now I found coconut sugar, so we're going to be using that. Along with some dark chocolate, walnuts, so if you have a nut allergy, don't put those in there, and apple cider vinegar, along with 3 really ripe bananas, and we're going to make some delicious banana bread. Can't wait. So let's get started. Okay, some other ingredients that I forgot to tell you about that you're going to need is baking soda, vanilla extract, and some ground cinnamon. So get those out so you have everything ready, and then we're going to go over how much of each ingredient, how to mix it all up, and start our batter for our banana bread, and we'll go from there. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is line your baking pan or loaf pan with some parchment paper, as well as heat up the oven to 350 degrees. Great. The next thing I'm going to do is take my bananas and start to mash them up. I'm going to use a ½ cup of the arrowroot starch. I need 2½ cups of almond flour. ½ cup of coconut sugar. One teaspoon of baking soda. ½ teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. So. Excellent. All right. Ooh, I hear a little fizz. All right, so we combined all the ingredients. All right. Our oven is still preheating. We've mashed up the bananas. We're adding in the almond meal, arrowroot, coconut sugar, baking soda, salt, vanilla, cinnamon, and stir until the batter is smooth. So I'm going to work on that right now. Okay, so at this point my batter is pretty much all stirred up. I think I'm going to add in my walnuts and chocolate chips. Again, I chose the dark chocolate, cacao chocolate chips that are better for you. And it's going to add a little bit of fun and flavor to our banana bread. So I'm going to add the chocolate chips in. And some walnuts. I guess you could also add raisins if you were interested in raisins. Be creative. Again, that's the idea with these recipes is I was given an example banana bread recipe. The walnuts and chocolate chips was not in the recipe. And I got creative with it. I decided, I was like, you know what? It's going to make it a little bit more exciting and fun to eat and enjoy. So be creative, have fun with it, and make it your own. Sometimes it's just nice to have a foundation, some kind of recipe to just work off of, and then you can change or substitute things depending on your dietary needs. So, all right, so I have my loaf pan ready. I'm gonna pour in the batter. I guess not really pour in the batter, place in the batter. It's a little thick. It smells delicious. Again, I didn't use any eggs. I didn't use any refined sugar or refined flour. All natural ingredients, things that are easy to digest, your body can metabolize, and use all this ingredients for fuel. The idea of making this banana bread was a quick little start in the morning, something to put in your belly with a cup of coffee, just to enjoy your morning as an alternative to cooking that big meal. So, gonna smooth this out, even it out. Okay, looks delicious, smells delicious, and not that I recommend this, but even tastes delicious. All right, I'm gonna put the banana bread in the oven. I think it cooks for 45 minutes. Let me make sure. I just gotta check. But I had a teacher tell me when I was in school that if you start smelling the food cooking and you start smelling it in the house, usually it's done or at least close to done. So I've used that theory and it has worked. Just make sure you keep an eye on everything, but double check your recipe, set a timer. It says 45 minutes and check it, allow the loaf to cool, and then we'll give it a try. All right, let's see. I'm gonna give it a 40-minute timer just to check on it, and then clean up here. I got 40 minutes, maybe in that time we should do a workout. What do you think? All right, thank you for joining me in the kitchen. We'll be back with the taste test. Okay, so we're all cleaned up. The bread, I put it in longer than they said. I checked it at 40 minutes, a little squishy, and I might have kept it in for another 10 to 15 minutes. I just kept checking it every 5 or so minutes and seeing the consistency, seeing the texture, but I took it out. I sliced a little section to see how the knife would go through the bread, and I felt that it was a good consistency. And now we're gonna let it cool. So I'm gonna take this out, put on a plate. Looks delicious, smells delicious. Got my little knife. Cut through this little section here. It looks delicious. It's still hot. I wouldn't recommend eating it right away. Let it cool. But I can't help but want to taste it just a little bit. Oh my god, it's so good. Knowing that it is good for you, and it's got a lot of nutrients and fuel for your body, plus it tastes good, can't beat that. So enjoy your banana bread. Tell me all about it. Tell me if you made any changes or how it worked out for you. Till next time, see you in the kitchen.